This video is made for adult collectors because why haven't we gotten a new Seaspray? Please? Look, it's Seaspray. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna do that again. That was terrible. Oh no, I'm just gonna go. Goodbye, Seaspray. Have fun. Seaspray needs a new toy, and we have had Power of the Prime Seaspray, who's a very good little Seaspray. I don't have my Power of the Prime Seaspray anymore, or at least I can't find it. Just post me, Photoshop one in my hand, make it look fancy. Close enough. But this to me has to be the best one they've put out like ever. This is Hunt for the Decepticons Seaspray, and Breacher's here because he's here. For those of you who know, and if you don't know, now you know, ha. But for those of you who don't know, I love Hunt for the Decepticons. I want to buy all of them. I have a shelf or 3 shelves put aside for them, so I'm going to get them eventually. But Seaspray is easily one of the best figures from that line. This thing is so good for the time and even holds up now besides the lack of a waist. But the details on this I like a lot. There's a lot of gold here that doesn't have issues, so that's great. There's no GPS. I really like how the legs look like chicken legs, but they aren't actually functional like that. He's just built funky. He also cleans up super well. The back is nice and flush and everything sort of sits there. The only weird thing I have is the heels are a bit strange. They don't sit fully flat, but they do still work. He has water gun, harpoon, blaster, gun thingies, I think I said gun twice, under his arm, but he can also hold them. They fire, and after all these years, they still fire pretty well. And I've lost them like many times, and I still have them here. Like they've gone behind shelves, desks, in the middle of the floor where I can't find them. And yet they're still here. So, you know, A+ to me being able to find missiles, I guess. Fuck off, Adobe. I don't want to download your PDF reader. And also, none of the white has yellowed. And that's so surprising because the amount of times I've seen yellow versions of this at cons is nuts. He also has little tiny flippers, and that's like the coolest thing. I think every Seaspray needs flippers now, thanks. Then there's Breacher, this little scout class that looks a bit funky, but is pretty nice. I like the colors. The white and blue are a nice mix with the black and some little bits of red. He does have a bit of a butt flap, but scout class. His gun has the 3mm clip system, so it can clip onto parts of the toy and others from the time, but almost nothing modern can hold it. So both of them have 2010s articulation, where they have mostly everything, but they're missing a couple things to be modern. And my Breacher has a slight problem with his neck, but I'll get to that later. Seaspray. You have a swivel at the head, which only goes about that far left and right because the tubes bump into the collar, but he can look up, so you can get him to like rotate and look left and right that way, so that's good. These turbines can move in and out. They can go up and down. They can rotate in there as well, but like good luck trying to do that. Shoulders, they're ratcheted. Surprisingly, I don't know why, but they are ratcheted. They can do a full 360, but the turbines get in the way. They can go out that far, and then you have an extra joint if you want to use that to get them out a little bit further. He does have bicep rotation. You get over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, but as you saw, this elbow's a little loose because he's old. Seaspray is only missing a waist joint. He doesn't have one. I mean, due to the transformation, his waist does this, so like I don't see where they could have fit one in here, but yeah, it doesn't have a waist joint. Hips can go forward. They can go back on clicky ratchets. They can go out only that far. There is a tab right here stopping the hips from going any further, but I guess you could just clip that off if you wanted to. Though, like, do you need him to go any further than that? He's got thigh rotation, 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and then ankle tilt. So the ankles can actually pivot. They can go up and down slightly. The flippers can move if that's... You can fold them away if you don't like them. But one of the things I really like is how high up his leg can go. Look at that. That's super good for a toy from 2010. That's awesome. Breacher, on the other hand, it's not your turn anymore, Seaspray. And he knocked everything over. My Mythic Legions figure fell. So, Breacher, he has a ball joint at the head. However, if I go this way, it's fine. And the autofocus is not at the right spot. There we go. If I go this way, his head snaps back into place. I don't know. It's a misshapen, squished ball peg thing. I don't know. You got ball jointed shoulders so they can rotate. Shoulders can go in and out. You have a 90-degree bend at the elbow and elbow swivel because it's on a ball joint. Wrist also on a ball joint, so you get a swivel and up and down. Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention. Seaspray has a wrist swivel, though it's like kind of blocked by all that stuff. But it is there. Breacher also has a waist joint. So you got that going. Hips can go forward, back, in and out. no thigh swivel. You go to swivel the thigh. If you go to swivel the thigh, it just comes right off. So there is that. You have just a little over 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and you have ankle tilt, and the ankles can go forward and back a tiny bit because they're on ball joints. Also, he has an ab crunch due to his transformation, so you can do that if you want. But yeah, he's missing thigh swivels, and Seaspray is missing a waist joint. Breacher fell over. Come on, Breacher. Stay standing. So as a pairing, these work super well, and I enjoy both of them, though Breacher's transformation can be kind of in parts. All right, let's get this transformation done so I can turn the fan back on because it's warm in here. We'll start with Seaspray. I just smudged my glasses. Seaspray is quite easy, but quite interesting, especially how the legs work. So we'll start by folding these panels at the back of the arms out, and then you just bring this down and it will peg in to the shoulder. There we go, like that. Then we're gonna take the backpack and bring it all the way out. So you unfold all this. We'll bring that, well, just leave those there for now. Bring that out, unfold this bit at the bottom, and straighten that out. That is the bed of Seaspray. Now, one of the problems this figure's had on a lot of people's copies, when I remember watching the videos of this guy way back in the day, was closing this up. It would never actually stay closed up here. I remember that. That was always funky. But we're gonna prepare the legs. So you fold away the flippers, fold up this, bring this section around on the legs, and then we're gonna start rotating this back, and it's going to fit into the front, forming the front of the hovercraft. Now we gotta get the hands underneath here and get this pegged in and in. Come on. Yep, I folded it. Squeeze, there we go. Now, get this section in to place, peg it together, and then peg it into the forearms. Just get all that clipped. There we go. And then these, I'm not 100% sure what the orientation of these is supposed to be, because I've seen them like this, I've seen them like this, I've seen them like this. I personally like them like this, so that's how I'm going to keep Seaspray unless something's in the back, but that's how I like the turbines. Now, Breacher, so you fold out the back of the legs, right? And then you flip this up to form the back of the whatever he turns into. Then you rotate the waist. Oh, there goes his leg again. This leg, I swear. There we go. I gotta stop saying there we go. That's a vocal tick, and it's really annoying me. Unpeg this, bring this out, close this up, and then bring that up. Like that, and then rotate the turret 180 degrees. Now we work on the front. This is the annoying bit. So you fold this part up, and you flip the bumper down, and you rotate the cockpit. And then, well, we're gonna remove the gun. And then it becomes arm time. So I find it easier if I like rotate the hands 180 degrees. Then, oh, that fell off. 3mm clips, ladies and gentlemen. So you bring these around, and then you bring this down and rotate that 180 degrees. And this will peg into the side of the vehicle like that. And then that will go in to there. Then we bring the hand down, and that's the side of one of the sides of the vehicle done. And then bring this down. Now you got to feed the hands into here and here while getting the rest of the vehicle clipped together. You can see the clips. And this is the annoying part. There we go. Now, I did it again. God fucking damn it. But there we have, you probably didn't see any of that, but I did it. There we have Breacher, peg the gun into the turret, and that's his alt mode. Yay. I love how these two are made to go together, like Mindwipe and Skystalker, which I don't have, or Dreadwing and Needlenose from Legacy. I love the loading bay thing and how it works, and the fact that it can hold other things like other scouts, small deluxes, some coins, food, Cyclops. It's pretty neat, and you can mount the cannons on the side, and the ladder on the side is 3mm clip compatible, so you can mount guns on there. The turbines can also move and articulate, and Breacher's here. His turret can rotate and go up and down. He can also, use wheels, he can roll. It's a really cool set of figures. I know it's like, oh, Breacher's here, but I do like Breacher. He has his name stamped on top too, because he thinks it's G2 again, but I do recommend both. Unfortunately though, they can be kind of hard to get on the aftermarket. Breacher more so than Seaspray for some reason, but hey, I still recommend them if you can find them for a decent price. Like I paid, I think $30 for Breacher and $30 for Seaspray. They're fun and neat and welcome additions to my Hunt for the Decepticons shelf. Now let's get to finishing that. But that's my look at Hunt for the Decepticons Seaspray and Breacher. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.